I want you to listen to this story carefully, all the way to the end. There's a powerful lesson inside it, one that can help you understand yourself better. Daniel was a young man like many others. He woke up every morning, went to work, talked to people, smiled sometimes, but deep inside, he felt lost. Not lost in a dramatic way, just unclear. He often asked himself questions like, why am I always tired? Why do I feel behind in life? Why do I keep making the same mistakes? Daniel had dreams, but he didn't have direction. Every day looked the same. Wake up, check his phone, rush to work, come back tired, scroll social media, sleep. He compared himself to others online. Some people looked successful, others looked happy. Some seemed to have everything figured out. Daniel felt pressure, but he didn't know what exactly he was chasing. He wanted money, respect, peace, love, but he had never stopped to ask himself why. Daniel noticed something strange. He kept repeating the same patterns. He spent money without planning. He said yes to things he didn't want. He avoided difficult conversations. He blamed life, work, people, and luck. But nothing changed. One evening, after another long and exhausting day, Daniel sat alone in his room and said quietly, "I'm busy, but I'm not growing." That sentence stayed in his mind. The next day, Daniel decided to do something unusual. Instead of checking his phone in the morning, he sat down with a notebook and asked himself one simple question. Who am I, really? At first, the page stayed empty. He realized something uncomfortable. He knew what people expected from him, but he didn't know himself. That moment was painful, but also honest. Daniel started paying attention to himself. He noticed when he was angry, when he was tired, when he was pretending, when he was afraid. He realized he often said yes to avoid conflict. He spent money to feel important. He stayed busy to avoid thinking. This wasn't easy to accept. But for the first time, he wasn't judging himself. He was observing himself. And that changed everything. One day, Daniel made a mistake at work. Before, he would blame others. This time, he paused and asked, "What am I feeling right now?" The answer surprised him. "I'm not angry. I'm insecure." That was a breakthrough. Daniel learned that emotions are signals, not enemies. When he listened instead of reacting, he gained control. Self-awareness gave him power. Daniel didn't try to change his whole life at once. He made small changes. He tracked his spending. He planned his week. He rested without guilt. He spoke honestly, sometimes awkwardly, but honestly. Most importantly, he stopped pretending. Not everyone liked the new Daniel, but Daniel felt lighter. One evening, Daniel wrote another sentence in his notebook. "I am responsible for my life." That sentence hurt, but it also freed him. No more waiting for motivation. No more blaming circumstances. Self-awareness taught him this truth. You can't change what you don't understand. Months passed. Daniel didn't become rich overnight. Life didn't become perfect. But something changed. He understood his strengths. He accepted his weaknesses. He made decisions with intention. His confidence grew quietly. His peace became deeper. People noticed, but more importantly, he noticed himself. Daniel's story is not special. It's human. Self-awareness doesn't make life easy. It makes life clear. When you understand yourself, you waste less time. You make better choices. You stop living on autopilot. Growth begins the moment you stop asking, "Why is life doing this to me?" and start asking, "What is this teaching me about myself?" Life doesn't change when you know more about the world. Life changes when you know more about yourself.